Okay, this is a continuation of 2 videos ago. I'll try to put the same title on where I went yellow. The number was 512, 51 and 2 missing DC, 512 memory, MB 4 and 2 inside the circle of the star. Why do I say that? Missing 3 and 4, which is the DC current, however that works, which is also Earth and Mars, which is also 2 planets that do not have the letter U, 2112 equals 33, or 2121, 1212 is the date, 24, 2121 is 42, and 9 and 5 are 9 to 5, which reflects Neptune, which reflects Einstein, 1776, whatever their values are. You can see the spirit is inside red because it gets the number 147, and orange is created from these 2 colors, giving you a Mayan week of 240. 4, 13 equals 4, and 9, 494, set 360 degrees. 9 and 5, because 0 equals 6, plus 9 equals 15 equals 6. So instead of having 449, it is now 446 or 464. 24, and 4 and 6 is 10. Remarking this is XX, XX, XX. Why? Because the 24th letter is X, and in Roman numerals, X is 10, the same number. So that's what I wanted to add on over here. I put London, Manchester. The only reason is I'm watching the Imitation Game, and inside this game, they wanted to. It was homosexuality in during the First World War. I presume they were trying to break the machine Enigma, and because he was a homosexual, it's 2 years in prison, or they had to give him drugs to make him change. So still, they were making people change because they're not accepting who it is. Who you are. Crazy. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. And before I even go down, just to mention that in pole, the 1 and the 9 equals 10. 10 equals 16 equals 7. Yellow is now 7. Red, 3 and 11 equals to 14. 14 equals to 5. 7, 5. Orange equals to 60 equals to 66. Equals to 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 3, yellow is 7, is 3, 7, and 5. 3.75 into 15 is 4, into 60 is 16. 16 and 4, and is the same as one of my designs, 3.75 Magnum. Now, however you want to bring that to whichever level you want to bring that, we have to understand that 285 is the dartboard. 120 divided by 3.75 equals to 32. That is the gateway, and that is the game of pool. Then we're going to go to game of darts, adding 1 to 20, which equals 210, divided by 3.75, and that equals to 56. Now we have to understand that 1221 and 5665, or 56 and 56 equaling to 112 for my last video. You see, remember in the last video I said 112 and I said, well, I'm not sure what it is and blah, blah, blah. Well, adding 1 to 12 equals to the gateway, 78. So it's a continuation, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Add 6 and 7, 13, 8 and 5, 13, M&M, 4 and 4, area space. 5 and 6 and 1 and 2, which is the same reflection as going 9 and 5. Well, I know it. See that? 9 and 5 again, because this is the way it works. You turn a 2 this way, you look from the other side. A 5 is a 2, a 9 upside down, it's a 6. The 9 is the birth. You live inside the half-life because the 9 gets placed in the center between the top 1, 2 and the bottom 1, 2, and between the center is 3, 1, 2, 3 in the center, and it shows it here on side the dice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But the one in the center is really doesn't have to be counted because the extremity is here and here and here and here. So we don't have to count the half-life here and the half-life here, side to side, above and below. 56 is that number. So we started all this off by talking colors. This one's 14 equals 5. This one over here is 10. 10, 0 equals 6 becomes 7, 7, 5, and this one is 3 because it's 6, 6, 3, 5, and 7. And inside an hour, how many 375s are in an hour? There are 16. Now, the center of the dartboard is 50, plus 25 equals to 75. Now, we're going to divide that 75, right, by 3.75. 7, 5, and we're going to get 20 because that's the mark. That's the Mayan end cycle mark. 19 times 19 equals to 361 times 20 equals 7220. That is one side of the mark. That is one side of 20. 20. How can I explain it? I know I've done this before and I just can't find it right now in my head. So what value does it have unless you've watched a lot of my videos? So now we have the orange ball, which is the 5 ball, the 5 ball, and the 13 ball. 13 is M, the 5 ball is E. It says Emmy. It also says me. It also says 1, 3, 5 is ace, or 18, resident angel, the one spirit inside the house of the rising suns. Because 4 and 4, 4 corners and 4 corners, 4 around this and 4 around this. So the rising sun, does it come in between the moons? That's the question. The moon comes out at night. Isn't that the expression? So this one is 13 and 5 is 18. This one is 14 is 32. And this one is 10 is 42. Again, 42 reflects 5 and 9, which is the birth. Okay. Add 6 to that equals to 48. 48 is area space. It's 1/2 of the space. Why? Because 4 is half of 8. 8 is twice as 4. That's why. And 4 is the reflection of 10. I'm going to show you why. 4 is the reflection of 10. And 6 and 5, that's where we got 6 and 5. You turn it around, it's 3. But when you got 6 and 5, 11, that's only 7. That's how we get 5, 7, 9, 11, because the 4 corners are counted already. The 2 on the side are the only 2 you're going to add on. So this 11 becomes 7. This is your Nibiru. 11 is the sun because it's both red. And, or if you want, you can look at it as the red planet. So that's how we get these basic balls. Now, do you want to talk about another ball? We'll take the blue ball, which is the 2 and the 10, and we'll connect it with the yellow ball in our next video. And then we'll get the green and we'll see what numbers we come up with over there. Raphael, 7:27 in the time. Thank you for watching.